at the mouth. I'm foaming at the mouth. I can see that transmitter in the Chevy. Good morning, guys.
You would be able to move it.
You got to get the Hummer too, Jim. Good morning. A1UQM KG2IR AJ1G. Yeah, I thought you were going after the Hummer there to go with your Jeep there, Jim. But no, you got to get the Viking Mobile in the Chevy. And how's that running since you rebuilt the carburetor and gave it a kidney transplant? Get it back to the 2-kidney float there. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Okay, Nick. Yeah, that's a great radio. I've got one here that I think I fried the diodes in the auto-tune sensor. I accidentally keyed it up with no antenna on it. No antenna. I mean, it'll load up a piece of solder, but it didn't like trying to load up on 75 with no antenna. I think I fried some of the diodes in the SWR or whatever circuit they have there to match it. And I got to get it going again. We got that in the 392. I haven't had that on the air ever since I fried it. It's been a couple of years now. It's a great radio. Jim, up here, I gotta go up and I'm gonna finish up my and I still owe you the pictures. I think I'll wait and I'll just send you a picture of the completed product along with a couple of in-process ones of the 4-foot bookshelf in the den. Then I have to go on and start the 3-foot bookshelf in the den, and then Diane commissioned me to make another 4-foot in the little ante-room between the living room and the used to be part of the living room. In the ante-room between the living room and the den. I got my work cut out for me for a couple of weeks here. 73, I'll turn over to you, Jim, and Nick. Always good talking to you. WA1UQM, KG2IR, AJ1G.
Okay, 73 to you, Chris, and maybe Nick wants to say a few words before you sign out.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Jim, and good morning to you. And Chris, it's good talking with you and having fun listening. I've been doing a lot of that whenever I'm up here doing my emails and stuff. Sometimes I don't get on. I haven't been on in a while. But it's always good to run into you. So have a good day. Stay out of trouble. And keep those radios going. So 7-3, Chris, and back over to you, Jim.
Yeah, okay, Nick. Very good. KG2IR AJ1G signing WA1UQM. Isn't it amazing how energized Chris is all the time? He's always got something going. You can feel the energy that permeates from his voice with his projects and all that enthusiasm. And isn't that what ham radio is all about? And hobbies. It certainly is inspiring, always has something going. So I look forward to those photographs, Chris, at any time. I just tuned in when you were talking about the GRC 19, Nick, and I'm sitting here. No, I tuned in when you were first talking about coffee, and I couldn't help but think about the Drunken Donuts coffee nets we had, and I'm waiting for that recording this morning with K10GM. Man, he's missed. And speaking of missing, Miss Howie's voice on the AM carrier net as well. It's hard to believe that Howie is no longer with us. May he rest in peace. Good guy. You know, a few times I met him, and I still remember when he was limping along in downtown Concord going out to dinner that evening after he had broke his ankle or leg or whatever. And I'm sure you miss him too, Nick, because you guys are pretty close, and I know you did a lot of work with him on various radios. So yes, I was quite pleased that I rebuilt the one-barrel Rochester carburetor for the 54 Chevy, and fired the thing up Monday. I was all set to go Sunday, but we had Samantha, and Marilla says, "Aren't you going to fire that thing up?" I said, No. I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow. She said, "I couldn't go to sleep." if I knew that I was ready to fire up. No, I just don't want to wreck my day. Not that I wasn't confident, but you know, when you're working with gasoline or fluids, sometimes there's always that possibility of a leak. And plus, I had some special stuff I put on a couple of fittings, and I wanted them to dry real well. And well, to make a long story short, I fired it up Monday, and it runs like it never ran before. And it's just amazing. And then I just had to go back and retighten the four screws on top of the carburetor because there was a little seepage, and that's why I didn't completely tighten them up fully. I wanted those gaskets to get wet, and then I snugged them up, and it's fine. And I'm just the air cleaner assembly. It was black, but it all peeling, and it just looked like trash. So I brought it to a body shop, did some minor work for me once before, and the guy was on a phone, and he says, "Could I help you?" I said, "No, go ahead, finish up with your phone call." He said, No problem. What can I help you with?" He saw I had the air cleaner there, in parts, the bottom and the top cover. And I said, "I'd like to have this painted." He said, "Well, I can't do it right away for you, maybe in a couple of weeks." I said, "Well, okay." He says, "It's got to be sandblasted, that's an hour, and paint, and this and that." Yeah, he said, "Well, it's about $300. I said, "Oh, so I'll get back to you, sir."